So maybe I'll upload this. I don't know. It's very easy to make a new character in Diablo 4 right now. Um, so this is the third dungeon that I've done with this character before he left town. Like I created him. Then I just used loot boxes from the Chaos tree. So I am talking about your second character. Sorry, I should have said that. But if you're for your second character or third or fourth or whatever, but as long as you have a main character that grinds high level stuff, at least enough to like get there's some tree. Do I have it on this guy? Yeah. So if you get your tree of whispers, so that you get experience orbs in your caches, and then you just take all the caches you get from your tree of whispers. Now, if you're still really desperately trying to upgrade your main, then you've got to make your decisions. But you can put all your caches in your stash, right? And I just had a bunch here. It takes about, I don't know, 15 to get something like that to get to level 70. Maybe less. I don't know. Depends. I think some of them give more, some of them give less. So you can put all your stashes, but then some of your stashes, if you give them all to your new character, they won't they won't have XP in them. So that's up to you. But essentially, because I had a main character before I left town, this is my build, right? I got 470,000 toughness. So the first thing I did is I went to the pit and I did tier for 5 or 6 or something. I can't remember now exactly. I think it might have been, no, I think it was 6. No, I think it was 5. I did tier 30. It was stupid easy. I was like, holy shit, okay. So then I just went straight to tier 9. So yeah, so that's it. That's the like that's I guess is I've only done 2 dungeons. Pretty sure I did do one at the beginning. So and then I just built my I obviously I have 215 Paragon points to spend because of my main, right? Which is my main is clearing tier 11, Torment 11 or whatever, right? So um, I just cleared 9. That's what you just watched me do. So I'm gonna switch to that. That's pretty easy. There's some blue guys that gave me a bit of trouble. Like they just lasted longer than it would have been nice, and I'm sure that's partly because I don't have all my aspects. So if none of these are, very few of these are like end game gear. They're just really good starter pieces, and it's not very expensive to max stuff out. And then if I thought it had a decent enough glyph on it, and I just copied a build off of somebody else because I don't know barbarians that well, and I just wanted to try out the new meta. So within using my other tune, I got this guy to level 70, totally pimped out, doing Pitt tier 90 or tier 9 or whatever in a couple hours. It's console, so it's a bit finicky to do all this stuff, put all these points in and shit. But I'm missing a glyph. Like none of my glyphs are leveled. Saw that like level, so they're not even level 50 yet. And I'm doing Pitt tier 9. This is the wrong weapon according to the build. The other thing I did is I bought some opals, but honestly, I got nothing from that. Most of my gear is just from opening the the boxes, and then if it was blue or whatever, and it had a decent uh, you know aspect on it or whatever, then I just added an affix if needed, and then upgraded it to legendary as needed. Um, yeah, and that's kind of what I got. And so, like, some of these I don't have very good, or I don't have the right, what are these called? I always forget. Codex of Power on it. So, until I get, I do, and the only reason I just don't have that codex on this character yet. So there's like these 3 are codexes I don't have, and this one is a codex I don't have. So I've put other things on there for now, but that's why I haven't gone ahead and transfigured them. If this was endgame gear, like it had, like I didn't transfigure my necklace because I'm like that might be. It's not. I don't know. It might be. It might be my endgame piece, but it would be nice if it had a second affix. But it's pretty good. So I might wait until I have a 98 or not. That's the wrong. See, every time I forget Codex of Power, and so I got the wrong codex on it. So And I just need to get the other codex, and then I got to get it at a high enough roll that I can transfigure it. The other thing you can do with necklaces is you can transfigure um, with, I don't know if I have one on this character. Yeah, see, it says only usable on amulets, and then it's used to influence blah, blah, blah. But basically what this does is it adds a secondary legendary affix, which is a codex of power. I don't know why they have different names. Maybe that's why I have trouble remembering what the hell they're called. But anyway, the legendary affixes, or the codexes of power, whatever they are, I don't know. But the affixes themselves, a necklace can have two, and so you want to make sure you do that before you transfigure it without this add-on put in there, and it won't put it in there for you. You got to do that. So always make sure you do that. The other big mistake I made once is on a really nice ring on my main character. I didn't jewel craft it before I transfigured it. And yeah, you can't. Once you've transfigured it, you cannot put a jewel crafting thing on it. And so, very unfortunate. Still clearing tier 10 pretty easy, so, or tier 11 actually. It's just, there's no real benefit to being tier 11, and if you get one shot once in a while. Tier 10 is pretty stable and quick clears. And I'm running a barrage rogue on that. Again, that one's my own build. This one I copied. And yeah, it's just a build off of like mobilytics, I think, and yeah, I'm sure actually mobilytics, and yeah, it's just the S tier. Everybody's talking about the Barbarian, so I wanted to make one, and yeah, with the main character, you can have that done. And like I said, this tier 9 or this Torment 9 level 70 Pitt is my second run, and it was no problem. Very easy, and you saw at the beginning of this video how much time I had left, and it was just not an issue. And so I can probably get it to 10 if I wanted to, but I think I can farm 9 for a bit and just get some aspects and some other things that I need, and maybe start getting some greater affix drops, because everything I've got here, and this is the reason I was so happy to go ahead and transfigure this stuff, is they don't have greater affixes. So I know that even though some of them are really nice rolls, and I'll keep them for a while, they'll eventually get replaced. So I just made sure they had a decently rolled, high rolled, like not max, but decent enough kind of thing. And at the end of the thing, I think a chest piece is not going to be this, and my gloves will be a mythic I don't have yet. I need the grandfather. I need another mythic for one of these. So like I got a lot of improvements to make, but literally without doing anything other than just having resources, because my main tune is flush with resources, you can build a new character in a couple hours. Mostly it's just tedious because you're just looking at a guide and filling this stuff out, or if you wanted to build it from scratch, reading all these things and figuring it out. But anyway, I didn't want to put that effort in, so my main is my main. I just wanted to mess around with Barbarian, and I thought, how can I do that without actually having to spend a bunch of time leveling him? And yeah, you can just stand in town and open Chaos Whisper packages that once you have the experience upgrade thing. Yeah. Plus, that experience upgrade thing, I think, has helped me get to my Paragon level pretty quick. I didn't play at launch. I played afterwards. So. Not a long time after. 2 or 3 days. I decided to pick it up. But after I heard some good things. So, anyway. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I wanted to do, and I just wanted to kind of jump on here and tell people, hey, it's really, really easy to level a character if you want to try something else. And those caches that you give to your other character will, if you only have white ones, like white quality, then it's going to take more than. But if you have all purple ones, or not purple, but orange level or legendary level caches from the tree for your alt, like you'll get some good gear, decently rolled gear, and yeah, like everything I have that I transfigured, and you can tell because it's got the little white cube, like it's decent enough that I was like, yeah, I can run with this. Like, there's nothing on here that's super awful. Some of it's great. Like, look at those boots. They're fantastic. There's probably some people out there with Barbarian that are like, I want fucking boots like that. And they're just, unfortunately, they're 850. Right? So, like, that's the other thing. A lot of this gear is 850. So, and I'm doing tier 9. So, anyway, it's very quickly I will be able to use this guy to farm as well. looks like right away, actually. So that's cool. Yeah, anyway, that's all I got to say.